banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Anthony Edwards out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Jazz, Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
Now here's Edwards. MP, good.
Defense couldn't disrupt MP. That man competes.
Outside, Markkanen. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Dunn. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
Pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Summer 2022. Utah hits the reset button, Steve, trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And Kevin, they got a boatload of picks in return, and I love the young guys they got as well. Markkanen and Kessler, those guys are keepers.
Rozier, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
Now, here's Dunn. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota. Not going to go that time. Towns with the defensive effort. Now the Timberwolves with it to the inside. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Outside, Markkanen. Fires the three. It's the three-point bomb.
Well, we knew Markkanen could shoot, but the consistency right out of the gate has surprised all of us.
And stolen by Dunn. Markkanen down low. McDaniels defending. Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
There's an example of MP making everyone around him better.
Here's Dunn. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in for Minnesota. They've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Got that one up quick.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
Now, here's Dunn. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's MP. The rebound by the Jazz.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The three from MP. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 7 points in the game.
Easy to understand why people love watching MP play, especially when he's catching and firing like this.
Now, here's Dunn. Fades. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
MP, no good. Jazz trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Markkanen against Towns. From deep. Another miss by Utah.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And there's the bucket from MP.
How about MP powering through the contact, keeping that focus on the task at hand?
MP against Dunn. Pass to Kessler. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so MP will bring it up for Minnesota. And the basket by Rozier.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dunn looking over the floor. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Get on the assist from Dunn. Markkanen's got his second basket.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. Deciding to change it up. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's MP. And the shot goes in. 11 points for MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Towns is out there with Anderson. Then it's MP. Then there's Reed. And it's Conley in at the point.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Jazz had quite a performance. He scored 31 points and it looked like he couldn't miss from both the floor and the foul line. He showed terrific versatility. He impacted the game in a number of ways. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And for a guard, Taylor Horton-Tucker has elite strength and length.
GA, he weighs around 230, has a 7'1" wingspan, and he's athletic. And it really shows up on the defensive end, guarding multiple positions.
Clock at 2, and here's Anderson. The arc traps in the tray. Anderson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota. Jazz trail by 18. Horton-Tucker, the pass to Markkanen. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Utah has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside, here's Horton-Tucker.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Walker Kessler comes in for Yurtseven, and it's Bogdanovich in for Lauri Markkanen.
Especially dangerous off the bounce. Chris Dunn can shift gears in an instant.
Dunn against MP. Over in the corner, Washington. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Jazz trail by 18. 51 seconds left to play in the first half.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
MP kicks to McDaniels. MP deciding where to go with it. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Here's Dunn. Good defense by MP. Timberwolves leading by 18. Three-pointer on the way. Kessler with the rebound. Horton Tucker, the pass to Bogdanovich. Connects from three-point range.
What a gifted scorer Bogdanovich is. Able to hit jumpers even with the defense all over him.
And so it's Minnesota riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
And fellas, there's nothing funny about injuries, so no jokes out of the two of you. Eesh.
Yeah, what if they only happen in the video game?
In that case, let the good times roll. And fellas, looking now at the first half of play, ground to make up a major deficit for the Utah Jazz. And that'll do it for half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. MP really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move. Spots and finishing plays.
Jazz trail by 15. Craig, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
We've got Chris Dunn. He's out there with Bogdanovich. Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. This three-pointer's off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota leading by 13. MP outside. Three-pointer. Hendricks pulls it in.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
MP kicks to Towns. Outside Edwards. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Hendricks, and he drops it in from the low post.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
MP kicks to Edwards. Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Jazz trail by 15. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer Markkanen. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
MP is the kind of player that will do whatever his team asks of him. And he's doing it tonight by scoring.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has relaxed the rules that prohibited scouting high school games. With some one-and-done players sitting out their lone college season or getting hurt, the teams needed the chance to scout them even earlier. Also, with these new pro youth leagues where NBA scouting is permitted, the sense was there was an inconsistency that needed to be remedied. Kevin?
Yeah, makes sense. DA, thanks. Horton Tucker's checked in for Utah.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Down against MP. To the inside. Here's Hendricks. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Hendricks has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Back to MP. Stolen. Down against MP. Nice ball movement by Utah. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Towns. Hendricks, good.
What a pass by Bogdanovich. Sending it straight to the wide open man.
MP outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Jazz trail by 15. 1:03 left to play here in the 3rd. Outside Bogdanovich. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. MP, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris Dunn picks one up.
MP doesn't back away from contact. He embraces it when he's trying to score.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Minnesota. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl-Anthony Towns. For Utah, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Outside, George. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Anderson passes to Edwards. From 12 feet out. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Markkanen. 7 points in the game. Four on the clock. The 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. MP getting it done for the Timberwolves. He's at
Timberwolves, 51.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Terry Rozier is out there with Anderson. Then it's Conley. Then it's MP. And it's Towns in at the center. Horton Tucker with it. Markkanen finds Yurtseven. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
George against MP. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. MP's got 29 in the game. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Markkanen, good.
Beautiful play call. That's understanding Markkanen's strengths and putting him in a position to succeed.
MP outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Horton Tucker with it. Now guarded by Towns. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Jazz trail by 20. George passes to Horton Tucker. Over Towns. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Anderson outside. Towns, the pass to MP. Back to Towns. Stolen by Yurtseven. Rozier with the steal. Down low. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Rozier.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Utah calls timeout. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Rozier. And it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. The 3 from MP. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:58 left in the 4th quarter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Dishes it to Dunn. Clock at 6. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. MP outside. The three-pointer no good.
And not doing his team any favors jacking up 3-pointers. He needs to realize that right away.
Here's Markkanen. Rebound Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Minnesota.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
That shot, no good. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A floater, And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even in a power finish.
Let's hear it for your jazz dancers. Dancing.
He takes it in. It's hauled in by George. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Here's Horton Tucker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Look out. 7-inch.
The first free throw is good.
Horton Tucker is a scorer, someone that tries to give his team a jolt of energy.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're leading by 17. 3 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
In my opinion, I think they're looking to make a substitution, but let's see out of the timeout.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well.